Welcome to Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news, trends, and insights from Littlefield Agency. Grab your coffee, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Welcome back to another edition with three left.
For the year, three
of
left.
Little Talks with Littlefield Agency. I'm Sam Littlefield. With me is
Roop.
How was Thanksgiving?
It was good. We had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah,
You are just glowing this morning.
I think we've discussed Thanksgiving is not my most favorite holiday. I was really encouraged by the amount of people that admitted they don't love turkey. I was reading online, why do we do it? Let's just have a good meat like chicken. But anyhow, I digress. The time off was wonderful. Okay. I got the house decorated. I got the tree up. We got all of our Christmas shopping done. Half the presents are already wrapped.
What?
I saw Zootopia 2 and Wicked.
Hey, how was Zootopia 2?
Incredible.
Oh, I bet.
We're taking Matt to that over Christmas break.
And Wicked was incredible.
Okay.
We watched all 4 episodes of the new season of Stranger Things, which I didn't think would happen.
Good Lord.
So I wasn't that into it, but I got into it again. Yeah, I had a great time.
Oh my gosh. Do you take a nap?
Lots of naps.
Wow.
Double
Wow.
a day.
Yeah. Claude, what did you do? You had a great little break.
Oh, she did a lot.
I did not stop.
Yeah. Kind of the antithesis of Roop.
Yeah, I didn't get a break
I took
at
the
all.
naps because she couldn't.
Yeah, we drove all the way to Lincoln, Nebraska, 6-hour drive.
Okay, nice.
Immediately just got into family time. Thanksgiving was great. Go. And then we went to a Nebraska game.
Which is a big deal.
Big deal in Nebraska, I found out, because that's their only team.
What was the weather like?
It was 20 degrees and it felt like 5 in the stadium.
Ooh.
And it started snowing on us. And then Saturday morning, we got snowed in.
Were you worried about getting back?
Well, we were supposed to go back on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we got snowed in.
Yeah.
It's
I'm glad
okay,
you're
though.
here safely.
Yes.
Football and snow. I was watching the Michigan game and it was dumping snow up there.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
Wisconsin
crazy.
Minnesota game. It was
cool.
dumping. I mean, it's really neat. It's
really-
I feel bad for I was watching the players and I was like,
Oh, God,
I
it
am
had to
bundled up.
Yeah.
Still so cold, and they have nothing on.
Yeah.
So,
Those poor guys.
I
Well, I'm
know.
glad you're back safely.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you had. God, what a restful Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it really was great.
Well, and here's the thing. December 1st, like I said, you're going to hear this on the 3rd. December 2nd, head to Moundridge, Kansas.
Yes.
Have a fabulous meeting and some pizza with Grasshopper Mowers and their team to celebrate Christmas. Bring them a little goodie or two, which will be wonderful. That's Yumi, Kenny, Brock, and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Then Wednesday morning, I fly to New York City. It's our Magnet Board Retreat. Wednesday, Thursday, come home on Friday. Right in Midtown New York. Very, very excited. Just found out that the Roop's favorite United States city is
You called it United States City.
New York City.
My favorite city is New York. Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah.
Okay, right now in the world.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
So I'll be there. I'm excited.
Jealous.
Roop's like, well, what are you gonna do there? I was like, I'm gonna be in a meeting. we'll go to a nice.
I was trying to figure out how I could go too, but then I was like, never mind me.
I was telling Roop, I'm trying to get my wife to come, and she has no desire to go to New York City. I was like, honey, New York City and Christmas? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'll put an agenda together for her. She'll change her mind.
And then we've got a big week next week. We'll tease that here in a second. But hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, a restful Thanksgiving. I told Tara there's a perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
When I woke up yesterday morning, I was like, you know what? We're gonna have a great Sunday, and it's a nice lazy Sunday, and I was ready to come into work this morning.
And then you look at the calendar and you're like, there's 3 weeks left till
3
Christmas
weeks.
break. You almost might as well just take these 3 weeks off.
15.
I think next year we're looking at November 20th to December 30th.
And then Littlefield Agency was closed its doors after 46 years.
This is why I don't run the agency right there.
Oh, that's great. We got one great topic for you today. Claude, let's hit it, girl. Wonderful. Roop is calling this the one.
The one where they talk. You know what that's from?
I was trying to put it together.
All the episodes. Yes,
Friends?
all the episodes of Friends start with the one where they. The one
I
where
love
they
it.
yeah.
I love it. Do love Friends. We're the one where they talk about zero-click search dilemma.
Yeah.
And you can, let's use that term lightly.
Yes.
It is a dilemma,
We've talked about.
but there's a solution.
We've mentioned zero-click search, I think,
Of
in some
course.
previous podcasts, but I thought today we would talk more specifically about what it is,
Yep.
what it's doing to your search traffic, possibly, and how you combat it.
And I talked to someone about this last week, so it is perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Let's start high level.
What is
layman's
it?
terms?
Yeah, what is it? Okay, zero-click is when someone searches on Google or another engine and gets what they need in the results page and have no need to click through to a website. so the stat, I want to read the stat because this is what people get worried about. Around 60%, 60% of all searches result in 0-click right now. On mobile, it can be as high as 77%. That's a lot.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I would love to. Do you know what it was a year ago?
I do not. I want to say it's gone up about 15%, 10% since last year.
So that's a lot in 12 months.
Yeah, it's changing for sure. The biggest example that I can think of.
And you say Google, real quick, you say Google.
Yeah.
But we're talking LLMs as well.
Yeah, they're definitely having an impact on that. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
So the easiest way to think about how this has happened, and this isn't entirely a new concept. I think it was 2009 or 10, somewhere back around that era. Google started showing MLB, Major League Baseball results right there in the search
Rocco
page.
was very excited.
Yeah, a lot of people were. So you could say, hey, what's the score of the Cardinals game yesterday or today or whatever? And it, previously would bring up websites that may contain that score, say ESPN, CBS Sports, MLB.com, whatever, Yahoo Sports, whatever was popular back then. Now they changed it, or then they changed it. And so they were able to take the results off of MLB.com in this box score and the score and all this stuff. And they packaged it up and put nice little colorful logos and a little box score right there at the top of search results. Meaning when people asked what the score of the Cardinals game was, they didn't need to leave Google to find it. Google was bringing it to
right
them
there
in the results.
In front of them.
When this happened, MLB search traffic dropped like 70%. It was a huge drop for them. But their content was technically still being digested. It was just being digested elsewhere. Yeah. So that 0-click search thing is
technically is not new.
It's technically not new, but it's getting a lot more attention, especially in the age of AI search. Do you want to go to the next part?
No. I didn't know.
Usually you would jump right in.
Well, I was going to. No. So I'm tracking wholeheartedly. Let's talk about 0-click and zero. Woo, goodness gracious! I'm fresh off.
There is a bottle of alcohol on the table. We'll talk about later, but
it's not been touched.
It's not been touched, right?
In the age of 0-click search with AI LLMs, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so search has been shifting from in the last year, and we've also talked lots about that, from clicks to getting answers.
Yep.
So when you search on Google or Bing or Yahoo before AI came along, you would ask it a question and it would return you a list of websites that may answer that question, and you as the human person had to go through and decide. Yep. Which of those results you felt like had a shot at doing it. You might bounce back and forth between multiple results before you finally found your answer. AI changed that, and now it goes out and does 1 million searches for you, comes back and puts together a little paragraph of information for you. So if I ask who won Best Picture in 1984, I think it was Chariots of Fire.
Oh,
someone looked that up. When someone looks that up and it comes, I'm going to be wrong. When someone looks that up and the information comes back, it's right there for you. You don't need to go off to get your answer somewhere else. It's being presented to you as an answer on the engine. I don't have to go looking for it myself. It's there. So that's where you kind of get answers right in the engine, not having to click off to somewhere else.
And so when we were talking about this, by the way, you were wrong.
That would have been
amazing. There's a bunch of different results going into this. But that's Chariots of Fire.
AI.
It's going to be, it says terms of endearment. I don't know.
Oh, that might, yeah. That was right.
But anyway, if that was correct though, I was going to
it's either 83 or 82.
Yeah,
it's around
okay,
there.
That's incredible. So, anywho, a couple of months ago, clients and prospective clients were like, holy, this is not good. Mm-hmm. And it's like, actually, no, this is just the evolution of search. Because most people are like, well, why would I have a website? Oh, don't worry, your website.
You have to have one.
Really dang important.
Really important.
We've been just cranking on content. We've been, had this whole content strategy, blah, 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 all this fun stuff. And it's like, oh no, that's actually even more important.
More important, yeah.
You and I have discussed over the last few months the rise and the importance, and not that it's never been unimportant, organic search, right?
Yes.
Brand sentiment. We just had a whole conversation about that 20 minutes ago. So as you think about it, it's like, because I think about it as we present analytics to clients, and I'm going to go back 9 years ago when we would just solely present on soft metrics like, hey, you got 400,000 clicks to your website.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. And then, sometimes it would rise, sometimes it'd fall. Well, who knows what that looks like now? I know Chris Kaiser does, but it's not a bad bad thing in the sense of your website traffic being a little bit down, and it's not surprising to us.
Not surprising. And that concept of I got 4,000 clicks back to my website, my follow-up question to that was always how many converted.
Exactly.
So
the most important thing.
If 400,000 came and nobody converted, who cares? So, the thing that's changed as a metric within the zero-click concept is people are doing research, they're getting their answers. Some of them do click back from those answers. And right now the stat, it's about 4.5 times more likely to convert from an AI result.
Right there. Yeah.
Right. So like you may be getting less traffic, but you're getting in some ways more vetted, better traffic.
Yep. That's true. And one thing that we're talking about to all of our clients, we're talking to some prospective clients too, is what are you doing to be in a good position within AI search, no matter what LLM people are searching in? Talk to us about content being retrieval ready. I like that.
Yeah. So retrieval ready means that it's ready. Let me back up real quick. When you ask AI, whether it's ChatGPT or Gemini or Perplexity or any of the engines for a question,
yeah.
I think the concept in my mind had previously been that exact question goes back to the engine. They do some quick magic and they bring back some results. Actually, they break that question down into hundreds of similar questions based on what they know about you, what they think you may be asking, but maybe haven't phrased correctly. And they go out and do like 300 or 400, 500 searches all at once on that one question you asked and come back with a synthesized answer. That search, when they go out to retrieve data, you want it to be your brand's data. You want to be the answer to those questions, especially if they're asking about your brand, right?
Oh, of course, of course.
Like you don't want someone else controlling that narrative. You have to have content to answer those questions to be retrieved. You have to have a website for that content to live on. You have to get that content spread out to other places where it can be digested, like social media, trade publications, things like that. You have to have content. That's how retrieval ready means you have content. The ready part means that you've structured it in a way that AI understands it. So a lot of that
that's a back end thing.
A lot of that's a back end
Yeah.
thing. Some of it's front end, how you're phrasing your content, like are you putting it in the form of a question and an answer. But yeah, back end things like schemas, which are super important now for AI retrieval.
Yep. Every new website we're doing right now has schema incorporated into it. For those that aren't ready for a new website redesign, we're working and having those conversations with clients. So let me ask you this, because I'm thinking in particular about our clients, and people are searching in the world of B2B marketing or on the consumer side, whatever they're searching. It's not only pulling the content from, especially if they're asking a Grasshopper branded question. Tell me about this mower, right? And it pulls the great relevant content from Grasshopper's site.
Or it may pull it from a trade publication, a website review. If there's a Facebook group that talks about zero-turn mowers, it may pull content from that.
You beat me to it. So
if you've got reviews on,
do people like Grasshopper mowers?
Right.
Like what do they think about this specific model?
Yeah.
And it's not going to the website.
No.
That could be a Google review. It could be a Reddit thread.
It might go to the website, but it's not the only place it's going, right?
You might say, hey, for the website it's this, but hey, from this Reddit thread, here's exactly why you should own one.
Here's a trade publication that's written a review of the new model, and here's the problems and the things that they had with it. Here's the things they liked about it. It'll pull from those things as well.
Where historically, right, you have to go and search reviews. That's one avenue.
Yeah.
And okay, let me go to the product page.
Right.
Let me do this. So it's all aggregated and recording and ready to go. So content is so important. Originality. Talk to me about that.
So AI prefers unique stuff and fresh stuff. It doesn't want to go grab articles that are really old because things have changed. I mean, if we were writing an article about search today and we didn't talk about AI, that would feel like old content, right?
Absolutely.
So like it wants unique, fresh data. It wants preferably proprietary POVs. So if you're in a unique position to be, I guess let's stick with Grasshopper for now. If you have a brand and you manufacture something that is unique to you, or you feel like is a unique thing to you, you should probably write content about it so that you can answer. You're in a unique position to talk about it. It's yours. Totally. Don't cede that ground to someone else to do that. So that's where AI tends to land. You should be. It knows you should be the brand authority on this. Do you have content to answer this question? Good or bad?
Nice. Yeah, no, for sure. And I was going to say the most evident thing for me is the transparent picture AI paints. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, right?
No, it isn't, and that's one of the things we measure when we're looking at AI results for search. Is
because we're benchmarking.
Yeah, we're looking at share of voice. Yep. How often do you show up when you should? And what's the sentiment around it? Is it when you do show up, is it positive or is it negative? And sentiment's something you can't really That's a harder thing to change, right? I can't go get you good reviews. I can get your share of voice up, but I don't know that I can do a lot for sentiment. That requires a lot of outside factors.
And we were talking about this earlier, and we'll keep it hypothetical. If there's a prospective customer out there and you guys just tout that you have the best quality machine out there, and then all these reviews, your website says that, hey, best quality ever, and all the reviews like, oh, it's actually totally no bueno.
AI will see through that.
AI will see through that. So here's the thing, right? There's a lot to digest here. There's a lot of moving pieces. What's the shelf life of content these days? That's a loaded question.
That's a really good question. I think it depends on the content and what you're writing about.
Because it used to be like, hey, publish blog post or two a month, and
so if you
do some social
if the idea is that it
posts.
likes fresh content, you should be publishing regularly. But if you have a really strong piece of content that's already ranking well, you may not tinker with it quite as much. If you have other content you feel like should be strong and isn't showing up, you should tinker with that. Why isn't it showing up? What can we do to adjust it? But the idea here is, if zero click is eating up massive amounts of search results, how do you don't worry that your site's not being clicked through to in those situations. Just make sure that your content is getting pushed out to those results.
Yes.
You want to be part of that answer.
And one thing, we're teasing something here. We're having a huge discussion. Next Tuesday is our executive leadership offsite downtown, which I always look forward to that. Need to write a note about that actually. But Chris Kaiser brought up something, and he's like, hey, there's a huge potential shift in AI search as it comes to paid media. We need to have a POV ready to go stat. And that's what I love about this agency.
Yeah. So we've known about it for a while.
We've been talking about it for a long time.
The thing that happened was someone found some lines of code that used language that would indicate it's coming. It's going to be coming sooner than later.
Coming really soon. Yeah. So again, that opens up a whole new world of great content topics for us.
Yes.
On this lovely podcast.
And media.
But yeah, so there's nothing to be scared of, but you need to be doing your thing. Content is so important. Have fun with it. And the biggest thing, right? Benchmark yourselves. We're in this new world of LLMs and the future of no-click. And ultimately, to Roop's point, what matters, people convert. Yeah. If they're not converting on your website, that's okay. Are they converting through an LLM to go buy your product?
Go buy your product, which I would also argue one last bit there is brand awareness is kind of becoming more and more important here. It always felt like a really soft thing. It's brand awareness. It's kind of not. Really important you need people to know your name before they can search or ask about it.
And I'll leave it there. I think that's perfectly said. Next week, it's not only our executive leadership offsite.
Oh, yes.
Why is that bottle of bourbon right there? What kind of bottle? What bourbon is that?
That's Jefferson.
Jefferson's, baby. It's high quality bourbon for a high quality man that is trekking down here from Kansas with his amazing wife.
You know what? I just realized next week's episode we're recording later in the week. So you won't see us on the usual Wednesday.
Yep,
next
that's
week.
right.
It'll be
later. This will go live probably on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see.
But anyway, Trent Guyer, his wife, they're coming down. We are excited. We've got, that's what I needed, Claude. We got the bourbon. It is still sealed.
Oh, we have surprises for Trent.
It's ready to go. Is it a surprise or surprises?
Surprise is you don't know about the second one yet.
Okay.
He definitely doesn't.
One surprise, Trent. I guess there's multiple. But oh man, it is one of my favorite days of the year. And it's going to be great. So Trent, we are working on podcast topics. We're actually talking about that here in a second. Just saw your email come through. We can't wait to host you here on the pod in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the annual Trent-a-palooza. It's going to be awesome. Roop, wonderful. Claude, I'm glad you're back safely. To our audience, thank you as always. We appreciate you listening. We hope it was a great Thanksgiving. We will see you next week with Trent Guyer. Bye-bye.
Adios.
And that's a wrap. We hope you found a spark of inspiration for your marketing strategy. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us at Littlefield Agency to keep the conversation going. Catch you next time.